Always keep me wanting. Oh, let me go. You let me down when I'm with you. I'm broken now.
Hi guys, it's Ep3 and welcome to the third episode of my Adobe Premiere Pro tutorials. Now today we're going to be going over titles. Now titles are basically used for when, creating an opening scene, the title of your videos. It's just basically one of those opening little sequences. So to make a title, you go to title, new, and then you can basically, there's these two settings here. I don't usually use them, I don't really know much about them, but if I'm correct they're, just video titles, so, like credits and stuff. But the title I use is default still, so it's the first setting, and then it says new title. You don't really want to change any of these video settings because they're already set to your project settings. So I'm just going to call it title 01. Now this brings you up with a little design window here. Now this is where basically you design what your title is. So you got your text down here, you got all your different effects here, and then you've got your movement, orientation settings and all that stuff. So to make a simple title, we're just going to click on a text here and you drag it across to how big you want it. Type in whatever you want, so I'm just going to type in hello for this instance. You don't have to highlight it, but I just did it there. And then there's font size here. So instead of typing in on Word 10, 12, whatever, you actually drag it to the size you want. So I'm just going to make it pretty big. So this is around about 336 if you can't see that. So now you've got the size, you can just move around the box to how you want it. Now if you want to see your title on your video, I'm going to show you that once we've created it, but you can scale it while also having it in your video. So here you can change the font, text and everything, and the fills. Now you can add glows to it, so if you come down to the bottom here there's shadow, you pick a colour for shadow. So we're just going to go with red. As you can see, it gives a nice red outline. And you can change the size of the shadow if you wanted to, like opacity, that's not opacity, size here. As you can see, look, it gets pretty big, which looks disgusting, so you take that back down, make it a nice size. Opacity, how transparent it is. So if you've got 0, obviously you're not going to see it 100%, it's very bright there, you can't see through it, it's thick. And then you got the backgrounds, you can add background color to it, but we don't really need to do that. So this is our created text. Now you don't need to save or anything, literally you close it and you have it here. It's called title 01. Now we're just going to drag it in. As you can see, it's a different color to your video clip. As you can see, the label here, there's green for video and then purple color. I think you can change those if I'm correct, but I just left them at the default. So as you can see here, we're looking at our title and it doesn't particularly look center. So if you double click on your title, it will open it back up again, but you also have it as your video. So if I move it around, as you can see, it does change on here as well. So you can just position it to however you want and then slap bang done. So you obviously, like I taught you last time, we put on transitions. So we're just going to put a quick transition on either side here. So now we're going to scale in. As you can see, we've got cross dissolves all around here. So if we press spacebar, it says hello. Nice simple title, fades out, video fades in. So that's a simple title. Now if you want to overlay titles with your videos, this is where layers come into play. So if you just drag your title up one, it changes to the video layer 2. So here you can overlay it with your video. So as you can see here, it's going to play both of them at the same time. So it says hello with your video. So you can time this to however you want by moving it in certain directions. As you can see, look, hello fades in before the video clip and so on, so on. So you can end up, if you putting tons of titles on top, you can end up having 3 or 4 titles with text or whatever you really want to do if you're creating an informative video. So that's pretty much it for titles. Nice simple way to create an intro or outro via text to your videos. It's been Ep3. This is Adobe Premiere Pro episode 3 of my tutorials. Please be sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe guys, it really does help, and I shall see you later.